Hello, I'm Saleemul Huq, Director of the International Center for Climate Change and Development, speaking from Dhaka, Bangladesh, from my home. Today is the 22nd of April, 2020, which is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And I'm very proud to have published a co-authored blog together with Sheila Patel, who is the head of the Slum Dwellers International, who work with slum communities in more than 100 cities around the world, who are now being affected not just by the coronavirus, but by the shutdown measures that countries are putting in place in these cities and towns everywhere. So the blog that we have written is about how we can produce a new normal going forward, where the most vulnerable communities, which is true both for the coronavirus situation as well as for climate change situation, the same vulnerable communities are the ones that we need to bring into priority going forward in terms of further policies so that they can be consulted and be part of the solutions and implement them, and also in designing the new investments and economic investments that are going to be needed. So the upcoming possibilities of uh, taking care of the crisis and re-emerging the global economy is an opportunity for us to have a greener, more just economy going forward, taking both the social aspects of focusing on the needs of the most vulnerable communities everywhere in all countries, but particularly in the poorest developing countries, and at the same time investing in keeping the environment safe, and in particular in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. One of the byproducts, unintended perhaps, of the COVID crisis is that oil pollution has decreased considerably, and we need to come out at the other end with an economy that doesn't depend on fossil fuels anymore. So we are arguing for a new normal that is both a greener development pathway that will create more green jobs in the future, as well as a economically just pathway that looks after the most vulnerable communities in society, and in particular in the context of both the coronavirus and in the climate change context, that is based on the best scientific evidence from the scientific community to us, and that we take advice both from the scientists and the health professionals, particularly the public health professionals who have been warning us about the pandemic, have been advising us on what to do. We need to listen to them, as we also need to listen to the climate scientists who have been telling us about the climate change problem for quite some time now. We need to now flatten the climate curve as well as flatten the curve of the coronavirus itself. This is the first of what will be hopefully a weekly series of video logs, of vlogs. Those of you who followed me during the Conference of Parties know that I do a regular vlog at the COP. Since the COP has been postponed this year, COP26 was supposed to be in Glasgow in November, I have decided to do these vlogs from Dhaka, and I'll do one a week on a particular theme, this one being the coronavirus situation and what we need to do about it. I hope you'll follow my vlogs coming up in the future.